Yeah, so copyright is a very, very, very detailed issue that we have to discuss because in this dawn of digital penetration and digital marketing, what have you, people tend to use people's contents or people's intellectual properties without giving them credit or, asking of their thoughts or probably asking of their permission. Okay, that's the right word. Yeah, permission before they use it. Yeah, so we are having this particular issue in the Ghanaian entertainment industry, that's the music industry to be precise, and we are going to delve into it. Kindly stick and stay with us. My name is Odate G and she is. If you are new here, kindly subscribe to this channel and also click on the bell icon. Stay tuned. Yeah, so fast rising artist Mr. Drew is actually in hot waters. He's in deep hot waters, and his latest single featuring Stonebwoy, One God, and it's titled It, has actually been pulled down on YouTube. The video was trending number 7 in Ghana. It amassed almost about 100,000 plus views. That's a whooping amount of dollars, an amount of money to be raked in, only for the video to be pulled down because of copyright infringement. So we are actually coming to react to it. As I always say, once it's hot, we will definitely react to it. So Tilly is here to discuss with me, or we are here to talk about the issue proper. Charlie, Tilly, what is your take on this video being pulled down? Social media reactions and a whole lot of issues. Like, just give me your take on it.
So I was on social media as usual, social media police. We were gallivanting on social media when one of the bloggers posted a screenshot that the video had been pulled down. He was inquiring what is wrong with the video. Then we were there, boom! Somebody dropped a video of a voice note somebody has sent to Rutimi. A Ghanaian has sent to Rutimi. You know, Rutimi song is Love Rhythm. Love Rhythm. That, hey, me can't see you. There's a Ghanaian who has actually picked your song. He's called Mr. Drew and he has played it, and he has featured a big artist, one of the big artists in Ghana, Stonebwoy. So go and check. Oh! So I think that was where the thing came up, and then all we saw was that they blogged and all those things, and a press release was later brought out from the highly spiritual team to say that, you know what, this was actually, we knew that there was a song like that. It was a cover the guy made and actually featured Stonebwoy. So it's not like we even credited them. Even in the caption there's love for them in them, showing that we know that this is not fully our property, but we just made a cover. So that is why people are talking about it, and something about it that doesn't sit right with me.
Yes, I need your opinion on that. That's what I asked.
First of all, the way this thing has been pushed by the media after it was pulled down, it didn't get the attention when it was being put up.
Anyway,
for you that you've been in the media space for a long time, you are the one I'm going to ask on this matter, this particular question.
You need my thoughts on it.
Yes, I need you to share wisdom with me on this one. Seriously, the way people have pushed it now, Mr. Drew thefts, Mr. Drew say thief, and push the song It and all those things. They didn't push it like when the song was dropped. So what is it? What is happening?
You see, this thing with the media, yes, the media plays a very huge role when it comes to, putting people out there, criticizing people. That is the job of the media.
Criticizing?
Oh, they probe to get to know what is really happening. Because if there's something that is happening and the people can't have access to the person, the media that gets that has.
I'm listening, continue.
Oh no, honestly, because still, let's say if you want to ask, you can't go and ask the president a question. But then through the media, your question might get to the president. I don't know if you're getting me.
Really? Yeah, let's
can you ask the president a question?
Oh, in the future. That's how we're doing.
Good. Yes. So what I'm saying is that the media plays a role, or as government or in politics will say, is a fourth arm of government. They play that intermediary role, or they stand in place of the public. Because there are certain places that you can't go, but you can send your message through a media house, a media outlet, and to reach where you want it to reach. Yes, so talking about the media, hailing, or when something goes wrong about a personality, and that particular is a very slippery area. Because if I'm speaking for myself as a blogger, for me, if it is right, I'll talk about it. If it is wrong, I'll talk about it. Because if I have pushed Dr. Drew's Eat song on my blog, I drop it. Oh, Charlie is a very big distance. Charlie collaboration with Stonebwoy, because Stonebwoy is now all over the place because he's getting all the attractions and what have you. Then, quote unquote, I still have to talk about it. I don't know if you're getting me, because the same medium.
On the contrary, if with the number of blogs that are talking about the fact that the song has been pulled down and all, if we should compare it in ratio form to the number of people that posted the song when he released it, it's like 2:600.
Yes, and you see, something it has to do with what went into it. Let's not forget, although yes, they are talking about it like they're hailing or what have you. Don't forget, it's what really went into it.
What went into it?
The guy reporting, that is what is causing all this media this thing. Because honestly,
I understand. The guy has reported this. But the number of people who are eager and are willing to push now, his song has been deleted, he's going to copyright. Now they are more than those who are willing to help push the song
that I agree.
Was released. Why is that happening?
Yes, so for that, as I said, I can't speak for everybody.
Speak for yourself.
No, for me, as I said, I've spoken for myself. If it is right, I'll talk about it. Those who have been following my blog, they know that takedown.com. We report it as it is. If it's positive, we'll talk about it. People have worked with people that those who they know we push positivity. We don't thrive on quote unquote negative reportage because of the traffic and what have you. That's what we do. You see, evidence day. You know, there are some blogs who defy themselves, or they thrive, or they like to push negative stuff because they know that negative stuff there, mad traffic. No. For us, if it is positive, we talk about it. If it's negative, we talk about it. Especially when it's positive about a particular brand, we've talked about it before, and things go sideways. We'll still talk about it so that we will have that kind of balance, fair game.
Let me help you. The way you are sweating here.
I'm not sweating.
The way I'm making you sweat, I don't like. So I'm also a writer of odatedishnews.com. And I think this thing, it's a problem everywhere. Anyways, people like to listen to sensitive things. People like it. This Ghana people, we have this inbuilt pull him down syndrome that people have consciously knocked out of their system, and people are still dealing with it. We have various forms of pull him down and all those things. So people want to hear stuff that is going wrong about their stars, because these are people who put out lives that seem like they are glamorous, they are living the best of life, nothing is wrong. So people sometimes deep down want to know that these stars, they don't go through a kind of stress that the normal person goes through. So that is why people are eager for the gossips, the deaths on people, because they want to know that when we come to aside the fact that we have this process on them, we are all normal people in there. Which is why blogs that talk about celeb deaths, celeb gossip, those things, they get traffic because people want to read about them. Hold on.
Okay.
People want to read about them. And of course, artists dropping a song, it happens all the time. There are actually specific websites that actually, when a song comes out, that's their job. They push the song out. And there are other blogs, as I said, because of the kind of demand people want from them, which is the gossip, the deaths, and all those things. They have also dedicated their blogs to stuff like that, where even if they put stories about the artist dropping, they might not get the necessary views or eyeballs they need. But stuff like Drew Aquarium, that is the kind of thing that they get the eyeballs. So they also so they also want to serve the people what they need, which is why you see a lot of channels pushing that out, because people will read it. One person doesn't mind reading 10 stories on that same story.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Which is why people are pushing it. So I think it's going to be, once there's no demand for it, there will be no supply. But as long as there's the demand for it,
exactly.
Even if you don't do it, somebody will do it.
Yeah, so you said it all.
I think that is the basis for it.
But let me top up. There's nothing like bad press. You see, I just don't like when people try to attack bloggers You see, it's different with a false reportage. That one there, the public or whoever is, arguing or whoever is making that is right. But then if something has gone wrong and a blogger is talking about it on media, then why is it that the media thrives or the media hails negatives? No, it's not something that has happened.
I know.
As you said, like what?
I'm saying the ratio. I'm thinking of the ratio
here. The ratio. You even said it here. People are always like you've thrown that in the face of people. They be for example, like I said, like those things don't you know about? You know about it every time. But then, what about the wrong that you're talking about? The dents, the gossip, like what goes wrong in those people's life? Because they portray themselves as holy people, portray themselves as prim and proper. Like for them, there's no death. You see, and that's where the bloggers come in. It's not necessarily to actually tarnish their image or to actually pull them down or something. You see that? Even though the ratio negative positive is quite high on the rise, that's what people want. That is what people want.
Let's move from this topic. Now let's go to the snitching one, the one who wants to snitch.
Yes, good.
Do you think to him he feels it was the right move? Mm-hmm. Do you think it was right for him to have gone into the DM and call voice notes or come call us to make you go see, or you felt they could have found out anyway? So it's one of those things.
This is very dicey, but let me pick it up from here. The guy is right. When I listened to his submission, I watched the interview. My colleague blogger Sammy Kemi that interviewed him.
Oh,
and if
he spoke at that talk, I don't want to talk.
Oh no! I don't want to talk about how he spoke. He spoke very rudely and very vulgar words and stuff. But what I'm saying is that per what he said, I agree with him. Which is, according to him, he reached out to Mr. Drew, telling him that bro, and you know why you know, it's a cover of someone's song. So before you put it out or even do something about it, try and seek permission. So this is where copyright comes in. You get it? So if he has reached out to Mr. Drew, of which he has done due diligence, and Mr. Drew didn't also take the necessary process or probably his label also trying to inquire that, so and so, Imani say, I better say, we cover. How shall we? Have we cleared all those things before you can even shoot a video and put it out there and monetize it?
Do you know him?
It's called Imani. Imani, yes. So, and per the other point of it too, per Mr. Drew, for the statement coming from Mr. Drew, he said he didn't have intention of monetizing the content, which means that he knew the content that not belongs to him. There's a copyright infringement on intellectual property in there.
Which he stated even in the title of the song, that cover of love rhythm. Mm-hmm. And we are in this country, so many artists, big artists have done covers of so many songs.
Silly, that is not enough.
Put yourself around, the number of covers that came in Ghana, and I wanna fuck you, Davido, fuck you, Fino, fuck you. The number of covers that came from big acts and all. I'm just saying covers are done in the music industry.
Yeah, covers are really done, that's true.
So why is it that this guy particularly felt the need to go and reach out? Because I'm sure highly spiritual Drew and all these people, Kewa, they know what they're about. Yeah. They know what they're about. So even if they can't reach Routine Me himself, social media has made the world a small place now.
Yeah, that's true.
You can reach people the same way he could reach him. No, I'm sure they could have reached him. So I'm sure they just spoke about it. Mm-hmm. Probably the way he went to say that, hey, you are following more on this stuff.
Yeah, so I was building the statement. Mm-hmm. It's here and there as well. He might be a snitch in some point. He might also not. Yes, so I'll come to that snitch aspect. I'm looking at the direction per my knowledge of copyrights. I'm coming per my knowledge. So then, if he saw it, it might not be that he didn't do the due diligence. So Imani reached out to Drew. Tell Drew, no, I love rhythm, routine cover. Those people too, they have the systems there. Okay, a lot of what just want to overlook it and let you just go. But when you reach a particular distance, they can just strike you. And that's very, very painful. You get it? So if he has done it and still you didn't take his statement that, Charlie, we cover, let me go and seek out, let me reach, because I have a label. And for the label to speak on my behalf is even more powerful or even more faster. We just reach out to that Routine's label, talk around if there is any payment to be done, they pay, then they just use the cover as it is. But I don't know whether that was done or that was not done. But if that was done, then obviously no matter how the guy snitched on them, it will never be pulled down. But obviously that was not done. I don't know if I get my points clear. So it was not done. So he reaching out to them, nothing happened. Then he was like, he felt the need to go and reach out to the guy.
Why did he feel that?
That is where I'm coming. That's when I'll come and explain the snitch aspect. You get it? So he goes in the guy's DM, and for look of things, the guy didn't know. If you read it, you're like, who? Like he had to give details. Oh, Mr. Drew, featuring Stonebwoy, one of Ghana's. The title is it. You get it? So the guy was not in the know, neither was even the record label. Because those big record like the likes of the Sony Entertainment, Investor, those people, once you apply the pen up system, they chill. Oh, not 2 views, not 3 views. So apply the pen chill.
But this was only number 7.
This was trending. So that means that
if not for that guy,
exactly,
I would have gone in there later, maybe after a month or 2, they would have noticed that, somebody has taken out.
So then come back to the snitch aspect. Clearly, from all the dots that I'm connecting now, the guy has something against Mr. Drew. No, it's very, very clear. Even for the interview, you could see that he has something against Mr. Drew because the way he was attacking Mr. Drew, and are you what? Guy artists, you guys are fond of stealing.
I think watching the interview, I think he's a better person.
Very bitter. That's the right
word. The way he spoke about the matter, because I feel if he had addressed the issue straight away, because even Kewa commented on the video that he could have just made his points without insult. Exactly. The way he was insulting and attacking and speaking and underground artist and he feels these people that are enjoying the limelight, they don't deserve it.
Exactly.
You know, they say, my bro, you could see he's just a bitter person, just bitter. He was just playing bitter about probably what things that are going on for Drew, because Drew just had one of the big songs. And come to think of it, this is the second time that this Drew person has been involved in another issue. This you heard this kerfuffle around this, the noise and. What is it with him?
You see,
it's not a good writer or what?
I don't know, but Tilly, as I said, in this modern age and era, things are changing. The status quo has changed from using somebody's property, somebody's intellectual property, without giving credit. Like systems.
He gave the credit. I think they didn't get the time to actually reach out.
Tilly, giving credit is not enough. You need to seek permission. YouTube, especially YouTube, probably online blogs and stuff, you can go away with it. But YouTube, the systems are there. If you give credit, the person have not sought, like you don't have a written contract or something, verbal contract, like I can use it. Oh, you go for use them. Then the label and everything, their third party managers are aware of it. Forget it. We just find out people and they strike us. You can even use 2 minutes and be like, Charlie, where you should make content. Because you've not sought permit, but probably even running a commentary. Our content will even be huge or even more, then they will be 1 minute, 2 minutes, they'll still come for us. So then why do you use somebody's whole this thing? You just give intro, if it's very seconds. How many people will even pause and read it that love reading by Rotimi? How many people? Tilly, let's run this. How many people will do it?
I understand.
You get it? So he gave credit into my credits. But it was not enough because he's going to reap a lot from that particular content.
We are the dance that came with it. Like it's painful for me.
Very, very painful.
It's very painful, but you could see a lot of work didn't go into it.
That is it.
Because the difference is not too much.
It's not too much.
That's the point. Like you could see, a lot of work didn't get into it. Now this begs the question: when an artist is being featured on a song, should they inquire about the song too, or once somebody sends it to them, they think they should automatically assume it is okay and they can just hop on it? Because this is a big brand. Stonebwoy is a big brand who has managed to be his album full of original song with no cover. Is doing marvelously well internationally and in the nation itself. So for him to hop on a song like this and all these things, is it that Stonebwoy didn't also do his part? Because I'm assuming that the only part that is probably very original is the Stonebwoy part, with the knowledge that he didn't know about the song, the original version that was there. So what is it? Is it that Stonebwoy also didn't do his homework well, or they just knew what they were going into and they still went ahead anyways?
I'll be blunt here. Stonebwoy didn't do his homework well, and I'm highly disappointed in Stonebwoy.
Why? Why are you
I'm very, very disappointed in Stonebwoy because Stonebwoy is an international brand. And I'm sure by now...
So they can't make mistake.
Tilly, I'm not saying they can't make mistakes. They are humans, they can make mistakes. But there are certain mistakes that are unpardonable. Which is this?
You're on fire, baby.
Silly. Stonebwoy is an international brand and he has been through the process. He has been nurtured before and he's now on his own. And he has grown over the years.
But he didn't write this song. I mean,
Silly.
hold on.
Okay.
He didn't. It's not like Stonebwoy featuring this. Somebody brought it to him and probably he blessed the guy with a verse. Only for him to realize that the guy probably was also remaking or whatever somebody's own with very little difference in it. So maybe, as I said, maybe the only genuinely different part was Stonebwoy's part.
Yeah,
Me, I just came to it. I don't know what he was saying over there. So it could be said Stonebwoy, like, oh, Drew saw there something bigger, but there was even a chat showing how he even got Stonebwoy to feature big bangers and then way Stonebwoy say go bless someone else. So I don't think if Stonebwoy was not aware, if he wasn't aware, I don't think he thought the boy will bring something that he knows is not his when he gets someone like him to feature him. It's like when they say what person there for collaboration and now when you say there one train your original song no go for will be now the say there to so.
Yeah, I get you. But I said,
there might not even think that you will even do that.
Yes, that's very true. That's very, very true. I agree with you. But I still hold my point that no, Stonebwoy really, really good here, and I'm highly disappointed in him. Especially looking at the heights he's going, where he has achieved, and where he's even going. Like you can't afford to let you see, and that is the disappointing aspect. Drew, who is now an upcoming brand, like he's now getting there, and you wanting to bless him. You see, Drew didn't really do Stonebwoy a very he has really messed Stonebwoy up. Like because right now, although hands have been pointed to him, the hands have been even more pointed to Stonebwoy. Because there's Stonebwoy should know better. Because the best say no on your man, on your checks. When with any check say new way, come and say then you see, as I said, things are changing. Let me tell you, there are software that you can use a song, a rhythm of a song, with the fastest because it will tell you that particular beat is resemble this particular, and it's a sample of this particular artist song. So do diligence before you even jump on it. So was it that Stonebwoy was so excited about the beat, and I said, then you see, that's where we have to question, because Stonebwoy cannot be taking chances like this.
Okay.
He can't at all.
Alright, now my next question. What does this say about the future of these our young artists? Is it going to deter some of our big acts from jumping onto them to help them with or bless them with the verse and all? Do you see our big acts feeling reluctant to bless them because of such issues? Do you see that kind of thing? Is this going to affect the younger generation or not? Yes,
it's going to affect the younger generation. Honestly, it's going to affect them because
if this particular same Drew guy got Saga on a song, which was a big song, and that one too, there was a lot of noise and and the money to bury it. And now you got a Stonebwoy, and this one too has happened. Now someone like Shatawale, who is the next S, that a big thing. Do you think he'll be willingly want to work with this particular Drew guy?
No, he wouldn't. You see, it saddens my heart because we all know this industry. Ghanaians, for example, it takes a lot to get their attention, or even takes a lot for them to all throw their missiles behind you. You know this thing. So then if you are at a certain height and you want to bless someone, the person wants to put a dent in your hard fought or hard built brand. You see, it's very, very sad. Because this same guy, as you said, Sarkodie, now Stonebwoy. So you see what he has done is going to let Sarkodie and Stonebwoy and the rest, and the Samins and the rest, feel reluctant to collaborate with these upcoming acts. Meanwhile, they are very good. We have very, very good acts out there.
I think him in particular shouldn't extend it to the
exactly him in particular, but then to affect the other ones, because right now, so I think it's good because
no, but you see, there's a problem somewhere. Kewa is too big for his boys to be doing this.
That is it.
Because even if Stonebwoy did not do his check, how about Kewa?
Kewa, you see,
has been the game before Stonebwoy. All of
I was even coming there. Kewa, I don't know his label. No, probably maybe no. Honestly, sure. Because listen, look at the life of Yao Beck. Look at the controversy back and forth. You know, interview with Zion fellas. Kewa Beck can't say. Kewa say. Then Mr. Drew, and also back and forth. I don't know who is the next to come from that label to also bring all these kind of issues. Creamy. You get it. They are very good artists there. But when they come out and they are gaining certain heights, then something start pushing them down. Kewa should know better. Like these things, because Kewa he has actually built a brand and a name for himself in the industry. Okay. So and you know this let's be frank with ourselves. these artists who are featuring or jumping on the songs of his artists because of the relationship they have with them. You get it? So then, if they are doing because of relationship, definitely payment will go in there. But the relationship is very key there. And per relationship, at the end of the day, the brands that their hard-earned brands are going to be dragged through the brain. As I said. Right now, Stonebwoy's name is being carried though. Because lots of people, in the eyes of international media, they don't know the one name, they don't know him, but they know Stonebwoy. Like, Stonebwoy jump on a song has been stolen by, you see.
I don't want us to use the word stolen because we don't know what might have ensued between highly spiritual and the people.
Okay, let's say a song that has been sampled.
Hold on. Let us be fair with Mr. Drew too. Let us not talk like that.
Okay.
I want us to be fair. I want us to look at the other side of the picture
all right,
too.
Sure.
Could it be that just as every how do we call these artists, they have third-party people who manage the online stuff, either FIFO, me promo or my promo, whatever they call it. They were the ones who were not privy to the public arrangements between these two. Because I don't think we shouldn't undermine somebody like Kewa sitting and then stole. Kewa could have probably have done the needful between the me promo people, between or no any routine with him, Do you understand? The person this snitch reached out to was Rotimi. Rotimi could have probably not been aware, but his management would have been aware.
Anyway, that's true.
Going on that level, they could have been aware that there was something like that going on. So as I said, probably a third party that manages the online thing, and they're not aware. So maybe if anything, they have to talk to them so they can relinquish those things for these people.
Yes.
So it could be. So we can't sit here outside and say they stolen and
Okay, good.
It's not a good thing to do.
Good. Yeah, that's very true, and I mean, I'd like to big you up for that. But listen, the reason why I am very hard, I'm mostly not hard like that. I'm hard because instead of the third party handling their content, which is me and my promo, they handle the online digital content.
It's not MI promo. We don't know if it is MI promo. Do you know if it's MI promo?
For what?
Rotimi's people.
I'm talking about Dr. Drew's people. I'm talking about Dr. Drew's content. It's not being managed by MI promo.
MI promo. I'm talking about the other people.
No, that I don't know. What I'm saying is that per MI promo's tax, they're supposed to manage the online intellectual property of the artist, and they have the systems in there. And they say, no, I cannot HR man. I said, why no? I'm only to YouTuber because they are the top part. They have connect to YouTube, so they can link.
Yes, you said something that has drawn my mind to it.
Okay, sure.
You said something that if the song they hadn't seek permission at all, before the snitch came in, or they to YouTube now, yeah. Oh, not to view simple, which means to a certain level there was permission being asked. That was why the video was probably flying. So the guy came in to go and say this. Maybe they told them that we will sample your song and all, but probably they didn't know that it was going to be this similar to the song. So probably the boy drew their attention to it, and then they were like, "Nah, this is too much," and then you want to strike it. Which means there was some sort of permission being asked somewhere, which is why we can't sit here boldly and say they stole it.
Okay, all right. I get you. But what I'm saying is that if the third party management, intellectual management company or whatever, they did their checks very well, they would have found out that this particular content belongs to someone. I don't know if you're getting me. Yeah, so I think MI Promo did not do their work very well, because if they really did their work, they would have able to find out that
the way they are quick to strike people.
It's very
they should have checked that.
They could have exactly, because maybe they upload the content when it sits in their server, they can be like, it matches this particular song. 30% of it matches this song, 20% of it's okay. Then per the fair use policy of YouTube, they can proceed by uploading a song and they can be on the system. You get it? So you could see that a lot of things went wrong in there.
Well, this matter is extremely technical for someone like me. So I'm just going to say that, don't do something arbitrary in the future. If you're an artist and you know you can't write songs, let somebody, because we have good writers who don't have the star power. There are good writers who just don't have the star power, so their music cannot able to come out for them to be stars, but they do good music for stars. Yeah. So we can always contract these people to do the needful for us, because this back and forth, Ghana for we are it's just getting out of hands. That's all. All right, guys, drop your comments below. This is what we have to say on the matter. Do you think that the snitch did right or he did wrong? drop your comments below. And Odate, do you have anything more to say?
Yeah, a word of advice out there: the artists should be very, very careful as to which song they should do. If not, they should just desist from doing covers, because right now the online, how do you call it? The online space, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The online space is becoming more and more tight, because the least mistake, your content will be pulled down. So make sure that you be creators. Be original creators. That's the highlight. Original creators. Don't take anybody's content or sample anybody. Do your own. And once you get tractions, you'll be on top of your game.
Alright guys, so I'm Tilly Nipa and he's Odate GH. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Tilly Nipa. Yes, just follow. And this page is on all of the social media platforms too at Odate GH TV.
Yeah.
And of course, these stories we talk about are on the website www.odateghnews.com. Log on and have some good read.
Yeah, so you can also follow me on all social media platforms at Odate_GH. Yeah, let's get interactive.
Alright guys, so till we come your way with the next story.
Bye.